pounce.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Stolen! And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept the mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Lets it fly. Second chance shot. Pass to Brown. To the middle. Here's Avdia. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Ooh, nice work inside by Fox.
The handles of Fox, nasty. Remarkable at carving through the defense and creating shot opportunities for himself.
Siakam outside. Pass the ball. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Avdia outside. Outside Porzingis. Second shot opportunity. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Dante DiVincenzo.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Three-pointer. Drains the triple. Post has got 6.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
Now in the game, number 30.
Here's Brown. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Nice look from Porzingis. Good vision there. That's what he has to do with the ball in his hand. Scan the floor, see what's available, keep his teammates involved as much as possible.
Here's Fox. Here's Post. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Post has got 5 points now this quarter. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. It's tipped. To the paint. And here's Curry for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. And it's a 10-point Heat lead.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. Young fella's got some pretty good hops on him.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Fox. He's got 12. Here's Post. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Siakam outside. For 3. The rebound by Post.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Pass to Fox. There's a screen. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
His play is a big reason why they're ahead. He hasn't missed a shot all night.
Now here's Siakam. Here's the three. Drops in the three.
3 points.
Siakam's got 5 points.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
This is his second trip to the line in the game.
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
Number 7, Gary.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Gafford. And here's Hayes. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Out to the right wing. The three from Banchero. Offensive board. Ooh, Banchero with the touch from deep.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
And the basket by Joe.
3.
Heat leading by 9. Now Trent. He's scoreless. Banchero surveys. Miami shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
The free throw drops for Banchero. And Banchero drops them both. Here's Joe. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Miami Heat closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back with you shortly. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And Grant, the Heat last season retiring Udonis Haslem's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire 2-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, what he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
76ers trail by 11. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
For your Heat squad.
To the wing, right side. And here's Siakam for three. Fires in the triple. Siakam's got his third bucket of the night.
A guy who can work the whole arc. Smooth corner shot by Pascal.
And a slam dunk by Capella.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Down low. Avdia. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Woo, scary thought.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, they'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in. That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Pass to Banchero. Second chance effort. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, if you don't block out Clint Capella, the putback throwdown is exactly what you get.
To the inside. Deflects the pass. Pulls up on the wing. Siakam, no good.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. The free throw off from Capella.
Clint Capella is a guy who's a defensive anchor and takes quality shots, and because of that, he plays his role to perfection.
Trent outside. Back to DiVincenzo. Trent outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. From the corner. Avdia pulls it in.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And he sinks the second. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Check them off for your Heat dancers.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Here goes Fox. Brown grabs the board.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
The drive by Porzingis. Good on the shot.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Pass to post. Now Batum. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. 76ers trail by 6. Here's Ball. Inside. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
Nights like this tonight, I mean, that's why you pay Porzingis max money at times. He simply just carries the offense.
And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
To the middle. Here's Siakam. Miami grabs the miss. And it's Fox penetrating. Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Fox. Pass to Batum. Clock is at 3. And no good. His first shot of the night, missing. Here's Ball. Driving inside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I love the way Ball drives with such force and speed. It puts the defense in a tough situation, and he's excellent at drawing fouls.
And Porzingis launches it from deep. And another miss by Philadelphia.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Fox, that's good. Fox has got 18 points in the game.
And he's got it going now. And when he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Post shot, no good. 76ers trail by 5. Siakam, right side. The 3. And it's Miami with a rebound. Fast break, Miami. Fox with the ball. Guarded now by Ball. Trent from long range.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Fox right side. Trent outside. From the top of the key, he buries it. Trent's got his first points of the night.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
For 3, Porzingis. Book it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Here's Post. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 76ers trail by 4. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. It's Avdia on the wing. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Avdia's got 9.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. Count it. DiVincenzo's gotten 4 this quarter. DiVincenzo with the steal. The long distance 3 is buried. And it's a 6-point Miami lead. And so it's the Miami Heat leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. More NBA.
62. The 76ers. 56.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The shot won't fall. Nice D from Gafford. 76ers trail by 6. To the paint. Over Trent. Goes back up. And the bucket is good from Gafford in deep.
At this stage of the game, the offensive rebounding and putback is massive. It feels like a 4-point swing.
Yeah, you really do, because those extra possessions when they lead to points, that's huge. I mean, he did a nice job there. Never gave up on the play, and you know my motto, persistence pays dividends.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gafford.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Trent outside. The three is up. Gets the three to fall. And the Heat lead by 7.
Good find that time by DiVincenzo. An unselfish player always looking to make the extra pass.
Optia from outside. And out of bounds. The Heat will take it. Heat leading by 7. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Trent up top. Lets it go. That's short off the rim.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
And here's ball. Siakam outside. They kick it out to Porzingis. The Sixers again can't hit.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Get there.
Here's Banchero. Pass to Hunter. Back to Banchero. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Miami.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers, taking advantage when given the extra opportunity.
Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Porzingis aggressive and effective tonight from start to finish. Coach is smiling all night long.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. So both teams changing it up here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team.
Team in the NBA, your Miami Heat dancer.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's Fox. And Porzingis with the block. Down low. Optia. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Picked it out of midair. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Ball. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
Inside. And he takes the feet in stride and slams it home.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Pass to post. Lots of room. Miami, no good that time either. Oh, swiped away. Here's Fox. Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Fox. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Ball with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Operating inside. Porzingis.
Knowing his team needs a hoop, Porzingis says, I'll get it done.
Fox deciding where to go with it. That one's true, and that's 9 for 12 for him now.
Oh, Fox doesn't shy away from important possessions. He wants to be the man for this team.
Pass to Porzingis. Off the outside. Ball with it. 5 to shoot. Late clock. The Sixers need to pull one up here. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That one on Ben Carroll. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
But you know what, guys? You want the ball in Porzingis' hands in clutch moment. Why? He's an impact player.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he ends up making the second. And that ties this game up.
Could have taken the lead there, but instead, they're going to have to settle for the tie.
To the middle. Money!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Fox with the ball. Oh, he nails it! And he's tied it up! What a shot!
Someone who embraces big moments. De'Aaron Fox, huge points.
Pass to Brown. And he sinks it.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Big-time bucket to put him in front. Now they've got to put everything into their D and come up with a big stop.
Ball right side. Pass to Brown. Outside Porzingis. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his third foul of the game.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. How do you think this is going to play out?
Well, they have to go for the foul here, and the faster the better. You can't let the clock run out.
And Miami has possession. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a three-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the three to tie.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game.
Now in the game, number 21.
They could win it. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last-minute shot is offline. Regulation is ended,